Rory Sutherland is a British advertising executive and vice chairman of the Ogilvy and Mather group of companies. He writes a column in The Spectator at the time of this recording and has written several books, including my favorite, Alchemy, The Power of Ideas That Don't Make Sense. I'm going to read for you 15 of my favorite quotes by him. Number 15. A flower is a weed with an advertising budget. I think if you set out to build a great business, you'll stand a fair chance of building a great brand. I am not equally confident that someone aspiring to build a great brand will build a great business. Although you may think that people instinctively want to make the best possible decision, there is a stronger force that animates business decision-making, the desire not to get blamed or fired. Our conscious mind tries hard to preserve the illusion that it deliberately chose every action you have ever taken. In reality, in many of these decisions, it was a bystander at best, and much of the time, it did not even notice the decision being made. Alongside the inarguably valuable products of science and logic, there are also hundreds of seemingly irrational solutions to human problems just waiting to be discovered. If only we dare to abandon standard issue, naive logic in the search for answers. It is much easier to be fired for being illogical than it is for being unimaginative. The fatal issue is that logic always gets you to exactly the same place as your competitors. While in physics the opposite of a good idea is generally a bad idea, in psychology the opposite of a good idea can be a very good idea indeed. Both opposites often work. Remember, if you never do anything differently, you reduce your chances of enjoying lucky accidents. The advice I would give to anybody is to be good at two things, not one. Know about two things rather than one, and if possible, make the two things overlap a bit. Reality isn't a particularly good guide to human happiness. A rich man is anyone who earns more than his wife's sister's husband. Engineers, medical people, scientific people have an obsession with solving the problems of reality when, actually, once you reach a basic level of wealth and society, most problems are actually problems of perception. A rational leader suggests changing course to avoid a storm. An irrational one can change the weather. Irrational people are much more powerful than rational people because their threats are so much more convincing. We don't value things, we value their meaning. What they are is determined by the laws of physics, but what they mean is determined by the laws of psychology.